Hey, and welcome back to Open for Views. Well, today I have It, the game that's been at the top of all the board game lists for years. And my brother got wise to it. My brother and his wife actually got wise to it, and they sent me a copy, which is pretty sweet. But I mean, here it is. It's Gloomhaven. So let's go ahead and read this. It's all 800 pounds of its glory. Let's see. Welcome to Gloomhaven. Being a mercenary on the edge of a civilization is anything but easy. For those stupid or brave enough to leave the relative safety of Gloomhaven's walls, adventure, wealth, and fame await in wild and shadowy forests, snowy mountain caves, and long-forgotten crypts. Just don't expect anyone to pay for your services up front, because no one expects you to come back alive. Gloomhaven is a cooperative game of tactical combat in a unique, evolving fantasy world. Each player will assume the role of a hardened mercenary with their own personal motives. Together, players will fight through a campaign of scenarios that reacts and changes based on the player's actions, creating a unique game state full of discovered treasure, retired adventures, and permanent choices. Each scenario offers players deep tactical decisions, where ability cards have multiple uses, and using the right ability at the right time can mean the difference between success and failure. Gloomhaven offers streamlined tactical combat without dice against fully automated enemies, each with their own unique behavior patterns. In this box, players will find a fully realized fantasy campaign experience of unparalleled scope and depth. Looks like I'm in for a treat. Listen. So let's get Pinky out. Have Pinky do its job. There's a 1. There is 2, 3, and 4. All right. I'm sure I will need Pinky one more time. No dice, huh? That's interesting. I like the box. All the artwork, the characters and stuff on it. Pretty wild. Cephalofair Games. Ooh, it's hard to open. Oh my goodness, and I thought the Journey box was a tall box. Just keeps going. That smells good. We got a nice map on the side of the box inside. Let's see here. Official audio narration for Gloomhaven, powered by Foreteller Games. My brother told me about this. He actually just sent me a text message about it today. Oh boy, rule book. That bodes well for all of you. Let's see how long this rule book is. 51 pages, 52 if you count the back. That's a lot of icons. What is this? We have a spiral book of sorts. Let's see. This is my first time doing anything Gloomhaven. Anything. Like, I've heard about it. It's one of those, the price, you go, ah! Gloomhaven. Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. A mercenary can't fight on an empty stomach. Jexera? So when Jexera and Valrath, a Valrath woman wearing a cloak, my speaking and reading skills, wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the sleeping lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods. Well, it seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him, just bring back what is mine. Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls. So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place. It shows you how to set, I guess, how to set up the map. Oh man, this is going to be a treat. Okay, so how many pages is this campaign book? Like, I've literally watched no, like, playthroughs of it. It was just like this. Gloomhaven was a far-off dream for me. 120 pages. Oh, man. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, looks like we have a board of sorts. Wow, it's a world map, or region map. Get a look at this. A look at that. There's Gloomhaven up here. Let's see. There's some of the locales. The Corpsewood. The Corpsewood is just northeast of Gloomhaven. Merchants Bay to the south. Still River to the north. Further north, the Copperneck Mountains. Out west, the Stone Road and the Dagger Forest. The capital is further west. The East Road. Southwest, Serpent's Kiss River. Further south, the Lingering Swamp. Misty Sea to the southeast. Watcher Mountains down below Serpent's Kiss River. This is cool. This is cool. All right, let's see what else we have in here. Town records. Ooh. Sealed. What is this? Maybe I'll have to take a peek in the rule book to find out what this is. I feel bad for if I open this now, because I may not be at the point to where I'm supposed to open that. Maybe if I open that, maybe it tells me something. It's like, oh, this guy's been in jail or something, and you got to go hunt him down. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go find that stuff out. Spoilers. Let's see here. We got sticker sheets! Hooray! Location stickers. What? This is wild. Are you supposed to put these on your map? Are these like different areas that you can find in between those main locations? Holy moly. You saw how giant the box was. I've gone maybe half an inch down on what's in here. The global achievement stickers. Ah, it's the achievement thing. The rift to neutralize. The edge of darkness. Artifact recovered. Artifact lost. Whoops. Who cleansed artifacts? The merchant flees. Okay, we have tiles. Tiles and tokens. Tiles. Ah, it's hex grid. Beautiful. Love a good hex grid. Probably ever since Military Madness or the one for the Sega CD. An anime opening. I can't think of it. Well, it's upside down. Cool, man. All these different rooms. I better not. I'm going to bury the manual under all this stuff. I feel like this table is like a little card table that I'm doing this on. I feel like it's going to collapse. Some hallways. Some more tokens. Another hallway. Wow. This just keeps on going. It really, I guess it really is a fully realized fantasy world. This is nuts. I see why it was so heavy. Got little dudes down here. You can see them. On guard! Some more. Look at that. Wooden plank floors. I just put those planks down. Get out of here. Don't fight to the death in here. Can you imagine that? Just putting wood floors down and some jerk busts down your door to make warfare. I'll just put these tiles down. The king's going to be very angry. They have mops in Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven's just a town, right? That little... Cool, I guess these are like enemy sheets and stuff. A Dragonite there, he's pretty sweet. I'm interested in seeing how this works because there's no dice for combat, you know? I mean, Runebound doesn't have dice for combat, but it has those, you cast those tokens. There's that whole mechanic, and you kind of pick and choose what you're going to do. Man, this keeps going. We have more enemies. Rooms. More enemies and more rooms. Cannons. Cannons to the leftikins. Cannons to the rightikins. More cannons. A box. I'll be smash it open and there's nothing in it. Some bushes. Some foliage. Actually, there's one other bushes. There's, I think, what? A bush right here. A bush. And I think these are just maybe two little shrubs. So I say foliage, and it's mostly wood and tiles. Marble. How long does this go on? This is crazy. Hey, we wanted to make a video game, and we made all these art assets. We couldn't find a programmer. This is wild. Coffins, sarcophagus, some mummies, perhaps, rocks. I don't know what that is. It looks like a, I don't know, I was gonna say it's a bird's nest. Maybe it's, oh, it's, I think it's a rope right here. There we go. There's another bush. Yes. Yes. That's how you know you have a good game. All right. I just hit the bottom of those. What else do we have? We have love letters. See, these are sealed too. See, am I supposed to? Are these? Oh, okay. Oh, that one lightly opens. Let's just take a peek. What? I guess you need to find the cipher. Let's seal that back up. Never opened that. Another one. There's two more. A, B, and X. Oh. There. And there's the cipher. That's what I'll do right now. I'll go ahead and tell you what it says. It says, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. That's cool. I think, isn't that the, yeah, that's the cover of the box. It's very nice. We have little, are these more stickers? My wife is going to go nuts. Party sheet. Name, location, notes, achievements. What is this? So this is like D&D light. Like, I mean, I don't know if this is light or not. This is pretty heavy. So it seems, wow. It just keeps going and going and going. My favorite part. Spongy material. I'm going to cut these up and put them in Saturn games. Let's see here. Let's go through this little thing. Whatever this is. Let's open it up. What is in here? Brute. Are these all the character classes? The character classes come in their own box? It can't be, dude. No way. Yeah. Oh, man. Inox Brute. This guy. Let's check this guy out. The Brute. The Inox are a primitive and barbaric race, preferring to live in small nomadic tribes scattered across the wilderness. There they subsist through hunting and gathering, scraping together a meager existence while fighting off the more dangerous creatures in the wilds. What they lack in intelligence and sophistication, they make up for with their superior strength and size, always eager to prove themselves in a challenge. And one should certainly take care in challenge an Innuks. And challenging an Innuks. Their society does not pay much heed to ethics or morality, for the Innuks is all about survival. Kill or be killed. There's a character sheet in there. Let's see. Let's just take a peek at some of this. I'm worried about the iPad just dying. I don't know if we're going to be able to go through all this stuff. +1. Swords. Some tokens. Some Innuks tokens. It's his symbol. And here's the sheet. The brute. I guess it's for each time a person... Yeah, each time a person wants to play as that race. Species, whatever. Wow. Okay, there's one. Holy moly. This is one of those times you open up and you're like, yeah, I'll play as that guy. Yeah, sure. My brother was telling me, I told him to get a copy of Bag of Dungeon. I said, dude, it's super easy. You just sit there, you roll some dice, you know, you lay down your tiles and stuff. And so after I gave him that recommendation, he sent this package. Him and his wife sent me this package and said, help us figure this out. I don't know if I'll be able to. Let's see, what's this next one? Gear. We'll check out the races. We'll see what each one is. I don't know if I can pull out all their party sheets and everything. The character sheets. The Tinkerer. What does the Tinkerer say? Because of their diminutive size, the Quattril feel they have a lot to prove. From an early age, they are encouraged to study as much as possible about many different subjects. Though there are expert Quattrils in any field, they seem to have a particular affinity to engineering and machinery. Their long, delicate fingers allow them to build all manner of intricate contraptions to make life easier and augment their inferior physical strength. Though they are not numerous, Quattrils can easily integrate themselves into any society due to their expertise in critical fields and their charming, graceful demeanor. Only a fool would shun a Quattril's offer to help. Don't shun a Quattril. All right. 2. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Who's this? It's a surprise every time. It's like, ooh, what's this? Spellweaver. The Orchids are an ancient meditative race from somewhere across the misty sea. They view the happenings of the world through detached perspective that their 1,000-year lifetimes allow. For the Orchids, life is about spending the proper amount of time on thought and reflection so that the right decision can be made at the right time without hesitation. Orchid have been known to get lost in thought for years, and during this meditation, crystals will begin to slowly grow on their skin. Since orchids have little need for physical comforts and draw their sustenance from the earth, they serve little purpose in normal society. Many believe that the increased presence of orchids in Gloomhaven in recent years is evidence of an approaching catastrophe. Can you imagine taking one of them into combat with you? Hold on. Let me think. Was it 2 years later? Let's see. Very satisfying to pop that open. Hey, whoever designed this box, magnifique. The packaging and everything, you did an excellent job. The Scoundrel. Scoundrel's on the front cover of the box, getting ready to stab someone in the face. Humans are by far the most dominant of races. spreading across the continent like locusts, erecting extravagant cities and disturbing slumbering forces they can never hope to understand. The human society is one of rules and regulations, but also of great diversity. Due to their intense curiosity and relentless nature, humans can find themselves walking almost any path imaginable, from the obscenely wealthy noble to the unappreciated tavern cook, from the blacksmith forging rugged weaponry to the corrupted pursuant of dark magics. Cool. Filthy humans. Was it the scoundrel? Is that what it was? Yeah, the scoundrel. The human scoundrel. How appropriate. And the broken window. Broken window class. Cragheart. Yeah. This guy looks like he'll squish your face like a grape. The Savas value power above all else. This severe and exclusionary race has rocky, uneven skin except for their chest, which appear as smooth, transparent glass. It's like the Thing, except with glass in his chest? I don't know. Beneath the surface of the glass is manifestation is a heart of gold. Beneath the surface of that glass is the manifestation of their power. Energy cores fashioned from the elements they have mastered. Ice, fire, air, and earth. Sweet. Before a Savas masters at least one of these elements and obtains its power as their own, they are considered to be nothing. Thus, from an early age, Savas children study feverishly to gain mastery over a single element, typically spending 20 years of devoted effort to do so. Some Savas have been known to live among other races, using their elemental mastery in one form or another. But this is largely frowned upon by the majority of Savas as a base and primitive way to live. Don't help people out. You're supposed to smash faces. That's what you were born to do. The brain. I'm uncovering just tons of stuff that's in this box. It's literally unbelievable how much stuff is in here. The Mind Thief. Ooh. Look at this guy. He's gonna stealing your mind. The Vermling. Vermlings are a scavenging animalistic race. They feed off the flesh of the dead, and when they can't find any of that, they are more than happy to do the killing themselves with crude knives and arrows. Although I thought it was going to say something like they start eating their teammates. They are primitive and weak-willed, easily controlled by more powerful races with the right combination of pandering and intimidation. Left to their own devices, Vermlings typical form hunting packs and spend their short lives fulfilling basic needs. Some Vermlings do make their way into human society, but they are universally shunned and feared in such settings, forced to live in dark alleys and feed off scraps. I mean, they get hungry. It's one of those things. It's like, well, what can you do? Not even halfway there. Oh, this one has a seal. All these other ones have seals. Uh-oh. Yes, all these other ones have seals. I'll show you the boxes. So we have the Sawblade clan. We have the Pokey guys. We have Spear guy. We have the Ubisoft logo clan. The Eclipsed Moon. The Cthulhu people. The Lightning Bolts. Whoa. Bards, I guess. So that looks like Balzac, right? From Gwar. What's that guy? Is that Balzac from Gwar? Handsaws. Zelda people. It's a Link. And then this, the Rorschach test. All right, here we go. Let's get all these back in order, if there was any such order to them. This is nuts. When I said I was overwhelmed with Conan, no. It's like when you first learn, hey, I'm going to learn how to code. You know, no mathematics experience whatsoever, and then you open up you open up Java. You go, what? What is this? Like the Brainiac race. Okay. What is this right here? Some sort of... Oh, it's a counter that I imagine you have to put together yourself. See? Look at it, but it doesn't do anything. Look, it's broken! I'm guessing you have to put something in there to take that out. Let me just rip it apart. Let's see what's under here. Yeah, there's another one. And this one has the... Let me see. Okay, this is how everyone's going to start their game. 25 and 25. You have maximum everything. House rules! Let's see here. Another one. I guess for multiple players. What is that? Yeah, blood and... I guess health meter, and maybe magic, perhaps. Oh, Lord, there's little tiny boxes with all the race's stuff on them. What's this? These cards with little nautical compasses, it appears. Player reference cards. Oh, where's my razor blade? Under everything. Get out of here, Pinky. You're needed. Come on. Come on. Don't be shy. Get out of there. There we go. Let's see what's in this pack of cards. Actually, it looks like it has a tear away, you know, like a pack of smokes. Player reference. Okay, so 4 player reference cards. Holy moly. Venomous cards. Venomous tiles, rather. Sealed. I don't know what any of this means. This is I guess the learning curve for this is pretty high. I wonder if it's like you just have to learn a bunch of like iconography or something. Minor. Stun the character who opened the door. Muddle, poison, wound all characters. Oh, these are the different rooms. Oh my goodness. Okay, got a corridor. Immobilize all characters. And that's what the numbers. So sealed, crushing, horrific. So I guess it says you grab a foggy trail. All right. This is what I imagine. And so see how it has all the numbers on there? Those are the tiles that you put here on that map. And it messes everything up for you. That's sweet. A den, library, encampment, armory, altar, clearing, cabin, road, hallway, dead end, passage, crossroads, sewer. It just keeps going. Rotting. Wow. This is intense. Yeah, I can see why this is quite the feat to overcome. This is really, really in depth. Wow. Really cool though. Really cool. It's like one of those things you open the box. Yep, I've played it. It's great. All right, let's pull out this guy, our thing. I bet this is the miniature. We have to look at those. It is. All right, we're going to see what these other races are. Look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's go through these. This will be sweet. I might have to separate this video into 2 parts. 2 parts as in, you know, I'll transfer all the video to the computer because, you know, it's an old, like an iPad Air 2. So I don't have much space on here making videos. All right, let's get these out. There's a lot of them. Let's go ahead. Let's get them out. Get them out. Get them out. Come on, get them out. I want to see who the handsaw race is, and who's Link. All right, let's say we're gonna look at handsaw, the handsaw guy. Where's the Guyver? Where's Dangayo? I was just kind of making a joke, but this guy looks like he has a big handsaw. Oh, the placement's suspect. All right, you feel me? Look at my handsaw. Okay, let's get over here. And then the Ubisoft race. I wonder if the Ubisoft logo is actually something, you know, something I don't know about. Some you know, esoteric symbol. This person. Be gone! I have done with you. See you, Jade. And this, the Rorschach clan. You know, there's decks of cards. There's more decks of cards. There's... Whoa, this one is tiny. This is someone squatting down really low. That is a tiny little miniature. Look at that, man. That's small. Get in there. Cthulhu's. I know it's not the Cthulhu's. Lord, maybe it is. Oh my god, that guy's cool. Look at that. He's got his hanging out of his cloak. That's sweet, man. I like that a lot. That's unearthly. That's really neat. I guess you could say it looks like a squid. You know. I guess. We got the eclipsed moon people. It's like skulking in the night. One of those. Stab you in the back. This. I'm not even going to guess. Okay. Flaming Dagger clan. Come on, get in there. Got the gear people. I don't think we're halfway through, so it was like, oh, these are the ones, yeah, we looked at this, the Garloids, or whatever these guys were called. The engineers and stuff. I put that in upside down. That will be confusing. I should have it right side up. Shinobi clan. Got their kunai. Get out. There we go. Oh, there's another. Remember I said like the Rorschach people, the Rorschach test people? Look at this. Dude, I might play as these people. You get a bear. Hopefully no one in Gloomhaven has bear spray. Totally broken. Oh, come on. Why'd you buy the bear spray? See fights breaking out on a table over that. I said the Zelda people. Haha, very funny. I'm sure I'm the first person to make that gag. Maybe it's a person who has a punji stick. This dude, yeah. Got a crossbow. That's sweet. The musical class. You break out in song and dance in the middle of a battle. Oh, look at this little minstrel. That's great. I kind of want to paint that and just put that somewhere. I play for you a song while you battle these demons. Hopefully you don't die in this song. Heals your wounds. The broken glass, broken windows. Broken window clan. Let's see here. There's the guy. Yeah, raw. Yes, I'm made out of rock. Except for my heart of soft gelatin. Saw blades. The bone saws. Look at that axe. Just casually walking around with it. Hey, just swings it around right in someone's head. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Probably a wizard. A wizard of sorts. I can't tell with this face. I can't tell if it's supposed to be like a skeleton person or something, like someone undead, but I don't think it is. So luckily they hold their axes. It's like they punch somebody in the face with an axe. It's not a bad idea. Alright, 2 more. Brains. Maybe that wasn't the brain people. This is the brain people, the little guys. The little fellas. This is like a cat, dude. Oh yeah, these are the vermin. The ones that'll stab you in the back and eat your face. And as I said, the guy from Gwar. One of the guys from is definitely not odorous. Alright, let's dig into some of this other stuff. There's 1, 2, 3. There's a giant pack of cards right here. Look at that. Now that's a thick deck. These are equipment cards. I was all crazy about Runebound. You know, you have like 50 equipment cards. Look at this. This is nuts. Boots of Striding. During your movement, add +2 to move to a single movement. If I open these, they're just going to go everywhere. Oh no, there's even more. Boots of Levitation. Levitating boots. I guess those are swords. Weapons. Combat. I guess this is the combat stuff. How you fight. You do no damage. Maybe one of your enemies fight you. Who knows? Seeker of Zorn. Even as a child, you could feel the call of Zorn. Once worshipped as a god, his flock has long since been destroyed and disbanded. But you can hear him calling. You will travel to Gloomhaven as he commands. You will find his remains and set him free. The plague will once again be embraced. It tells you to open a box. So that's what I guess you decide. Maybe that's how you decide what race you are. Time to open these. Yeah, man. Greed is good. Open envelope. Open box. Open box. Oh, yeah. Pounds of flesh. A baby silent among the charred remains of a once vibrant village. Your silence is the one thing that kept you alive. The townspeople were warned the area was unsafe, but they built anyway. Then the vermlings came and killed everyone. Everyone but the baby. But now, that baby is grown and wants revenge. Kill 15 vermlings. Can you imagine having that? Wow. Having one of those people and a vermling in a party together? Some fun stuff could happen in this, man. Especially if people roleplay. Holy moly. There's all these problems between the different species. Very, very neat. Very neat. Cards. I guess some type of combat token. Status. These are stands or something. We have another gigantic stone golem. Living bones. Oh man, yeah, these are the enemy movement. Enemy AI. Holy crap. Are they the way they affect you and stuff? Wow. What are these things? We still haven't even touched the manual. There's a CD holder. It's old CDs. Put CDs in here. Or diskettes. Floppy diskettes. I'm guessing it's these little cards. Let me see. Bandit Commander. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep Terror. Retaliate. Awesome. Actually, let's take a peek at these real quick. This is basically the last thing in the box until I go flipping through this rulebook and probably start to scream in terror. The Merciless Overseer. Yeah, these are the guys that had the little tokens. I bet that's what these are for. These are probably to hold the enemy tokens up and stuff on the field. The Prime Demon. I wonder if you get him, you get some prime rib. Here's your reward, a nice juicy prime rib. Heal 2 hit points. Enoch Shaman. It's pretty cool. Earth Demon. I'm grabbing like 5 or 6 of these at a time. There's so many. There's the Stone Golem guy that we were looking at. We saw a bunch of them. The Ooze. Oh, and there's the cannons. To the left and the right. Cool. All right, I think that was everything in the box outside. Yeah, that was everything in the box outside of the manual and that one little, that one book. No! No, I ripped the plastic. No. I have to be more gentle. I mean, guys, come on. How about you upgrade your plastic? You spent all this money on high-quality components. Can you imagine being that guy right now? Just went through a box of some of the nicest stuff. Well, come on. I can hear that person typing on a form somewhere. Actually, let's see. All right, let's take a peek at this manual. Get cozy. Gotta move the box out of the way. I'm serious. I'm worried about this table collapse. Gloomhaven is a cooperative game of battling monsters and advancing a player's own individual goals. The game is meant to be played as part of a campaign where a group of players will use the accompanying scenario book to string together a series of adventures, unlocking new content for the game as they progress. Any revealed scenario, however, can also function as a highly variable standalone experience. I like standalone experiences, and I like campaigns. I like it all, to be honest. Character mats. That's the little cards that we looked at just a second ago. Item cards. Monster stat cards. That's what we just looked at. Let's see. Scenario setup. When setting up a new scenario, the first step is to look in the scenario book to set up the map tiles and prepare all the monster types you will be fighting. Then read the introduction text and apply any negative scenario effects from the special rules section. Next, 2 battle goals should be dealt to each player, one which will be discarded. Players then can decide which items they would like to equip from the collection of items they own, adding in -1 cards to their attack modifier decks when applicable. Next, players should decide which ability cards they would like to put in their hand, choosing from the pool of those available to them. A player must select a number of cards equal to his or her character's hand size. When first starting the game, this is just the scenario setup. When first starting a game, a player's hand should only consist of a set of level 1, and there's like a crown with a 1 picture on it right there. Ability cards for the character's class. Once a player has become familiar with the class, he or she can begin substituting out level 1 cards for more complex cards with X as the level. Once the character begins to level up, he or she will also get access to higher level cards to add to his or her hand by pulling others out. After players select their hand, any effects of a preceding road event or city event are applied. See traveling and road events. Oh man. As I was saying before, man, these guys weren't messing around. Game variant. Open information in solo play. Determining initiative. Character turns. Summon. Recover and refresh. Monster movement. Shows you. So I guess characters have their own individual range of movements. I mean, obviously. Round tracker. Campaign board. Location sticker. Yeah, it appears that you put those. Wow, that's wild. It like blows my mind. It's like I guess like in a video game where you have your overall general world map, and as you travel, you find new locations, and then it gets added to the map. But you actually physically do it. Random item design cards. Personal quest cards. When a character is created, he or she is dealt 2 random personal quest cards and then chooses one to keep, returning the other to the personal quest deck. A character's personal quest is the primary reason for participating in the party. It's the one I read about, like the baby. Town records. All right, let's find out what this is. The game box also includes a small sealed book titled Town Records. Players are directed to open this book once the first character retires, at which point they can begin reading the book from front to back. At certain points in the book, players will be directed to stop reading until certain conditions are met. Okay. Visiting Gloomhaven. Whenever a party returns to Gloomhaven, they can perform a variety of activities, creating new characters, completing city events, buying, selling items, leveling up their character, donating to the sanctuary, enhancing ability cards, announcing retirement. Bull. This is heavy. Leveling up. Let me see. I want to see what the max level is. I wonder if it says what the max level is. When a character gains the amount of experience listed on the table to the right, they must level up. Level up only occurs in town. So level 9, it appears. 500 experience points to get to level 9. When a character reaches a new level, add 1 new card to their active card pool. The card selected must be from the character's class and have a card level equal to or less than the character's new level. Additionally, when leveling up, the player can mark one of the perk boxes on the right side. I imagine this is a game you have to play like 7,000 times before you get a handle on the rules. It's probably pretty easy. You just have to really pay attention. Announcing retirement. If a character fulfills the conditions of his or her personal quest and is visiting Gloomhaven, the character must announce retirement. The character may perform any other town activities beforehand, but he or she cannot play any new scenarios using this character with a fulfilled personal quest. The character has accomplished his or her dreams and has no more motivation to explore Monstered-Fill ruins. All the materials for the character are returned to the box, any items the character owned are returned to the city's available supply, and all money the character owned is gone. Additionally, the city gains 1 prosperity. I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I guess if the maximum level is 9, game variant, permanent death. Scenario completion. Dude. Here's the room cards. Random dungeon deck. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of playing through a scenario from the scenario book, players always have the option to play through a random dungeon instead. Random dungeons will not progress the campaign in any way, but they can be used to gain additional experience, money, checkmarks, and personal quest progress for characters. Very cool. Each random dungeon consists of 3 randomly generated rooms, and the goal is always to clear all the rooms of monsters. The 3 rooms will be set up one at a time, with the next room only being revealed once the door to it has been opened. Each room is set up using a room card and a monster card, each drawn randomly from the tops of their shuffled decks. This is going to take hundreds of hours, I imagine. This is wild. Well, once again, bro, thank you. I really appreciate you sending me this. This is wild. I really don't know what to say other than thank you, and then this is going to be really fun. But yeah, I'll try to get a wrangle on this. I'll make a let's play, and yeah, it might be pretty long, but it'll be nice. But yeah, to everybody else, and even to my brother, at the beginning of this video, we were open, but now we're closed. Beat it!